want to know why people can't lose weight.
Because they're not in a calorie deficit?
There's 3 reasons why the majority of people can't lose weight.
Okay, I thought there was literally just one reason, but let's see what Gary has to say.
The primary reason is because of insulin resistance.
And that's enough of Gary's bullshit for today. Insulin resistance does not prevent you from losing body fat at all. Let me explain why this is completely wrong. Insulin is a hormone that helps us move sugar from our blood into different organs like our muscle and fat. Whenever we eat carbs, our bodies release insulin to help us deal with those carbs. And at the same time, it slows down the breakdown of body fat because we're fed. It wouldn't make sense for your body to break down fat if it has energy coming in from food. And when somebody's insulin resistant, they just have a little bit more insulin circulating in their blood because their body doesn't handle insulin well, so it produces more. And this is where the idea that if you're insulin resistant, it stops you from losing fat because insulin slows down the breakdown of fat, and if you have high insulin, you can't lose fat. It kind of makes logical sense, but that's just not how fat loss works. First and foremost, if insulin resistance really stopped weight loss, then it would be practically impossible for type 2 diabetics to lose weight, especially if they eat carbs. But that's not what the research shows at all. For example, this study compared the effects of 2 isocaloric diets on weight loss in type 2 diabetics. One diet was high in carbs and one diet was high in protein. And what they found was that over the 6 weeks, both groups lost the same amount of weight independent of the composition of the diet, which tells us that calories is the most important thing for weight loss, not necessarily carbs versus protein or fats. In addition, research clearly shows that weight loss is what improves insulin resistance primarily, not the other way around. In other words, you don't need to improve insulin sensitivity to lose weight, you need to lose weight first to improve insulin sensitivity. And this is because insulin resistance is not caused by eating carbs or sugar. It's primarily caused by underlying chronic inflammation, which is caused by having excess body fat. As fat cells grow, they release more inflammatory molecules, things like TNF-alpha and interleukin-6, which cause low-grade chronic inflammation. And it's the increase in these inflammatory molecules that has been shown to impact the effects of insulin, thus causing insulin resistance. So no, insulin resistance does not stop weight loss, but not being in a calorie deficit definitely does.